Hey Fortnite fans, today we're taking a look at Skelemint Oro from Jazwares Fortnite 4-inch action figure line. And first thing I want to tell you is no, this figure is not available in the US at mass retail or anything like that. If you notice in the bottom right corner, there is a Toys R Us tag, and we'll bring this in just a little bit closer and you can see that. What this is a figure from the Philippines, and for some reason, the Philippines got a few action figures that nobody else in the world seems to have gotten. And the only reason I have this figure is one archive, or 118 Archive, did a lot of digging, he found this figure, and he made a lot of connections to be able to ship a couple of them over here to the US, and so that was pretty cool. So here is yet another figure that we're going to look at and review that's not currently available, but hopefully will be available soon. But let's take a look here at the back, because there might be some important things here. So the cross sale, Meowscles, Chaos Agent, Manic, and the limited edition Mancake Cake with No Name is back here. So he also was able to get a hold of Chaos Agent. They did sell Meowscles, but he didn't pick those up. And these two were nowhere in sight based off of what he saw. So hopefully this doesn't mean this wave of figures is going to be skipping the US. I really honestly don't know. Hopefully they're going to show up here at some point. And if they don't show up at Target or Walmart, maybe one day, like say next year sometime, I know it's a wait and I know it's getting frustrating, but maybe sometime next year, this wave will actually show up at like a Ross or a DD's discount store, Burlington, wherever they've been showing up at discount. I have faith that we will see these figures in the US somewhere, sometime in the future. With all that said, shall we take a look at Skelemint Oro and get this figure out of the box and see how he compares up with the Master Grade Oro? Let's do it. And here's Skelemint Oro out of the package, direct from the Philippines. It's a cool looking figure. I'm just going to say that right now. I like these colors, and I think it's a pretty nice update. Any of you people, I don't mean it to sound negative, but anyone out there who doesn't like the neon color related stuff, maybe you're getting flashbacks of the 90s G.I. Joe action figures, and this might not be for you, or you've gotten used to it with this Fortnite line, because there's lots of different colors in the Fortnite line, and I think that's one of the reasons I really like it, is just it's so lively and vibrant with colors. I'm a color person. But anyway, so here we have Skelemint Oro, and we've got the Triple Mint Scepter, and that's his harvesting tool, and that's all he comes with, just this one accessory right there. So let's bring in Master Grade Oro. We'll set this off to the side. Here we have Master Grade Oro right next to him. Kind of curious what the real differences here are. And, you know, besides the color, it's really difficult to tell. So, like, I'm feeling here, his head, the crown area is very gummy. If you can see, that stuff is just kind of moving around. We can bring it closer so you can see how bendy all this is. It's very bendy. It makes me think of like a jelly. It feels like an underwater life form. And when we get to this guy, his crown is a little bit stiffer at the base, but it's got that gumminess. So it's not like this is a harder plastic for a better quality. Now, his accessories have this pretty shiny, nice shiny gold to them. And this is a pretty flat color. In fact, this is almost a color that makes me wonder, could this be a glow-in-the-dark? I'm not sure if they'll do that, and there's no packaging advertising that. Just the color is really, the plastic is interesting to me. It makes me think it would glow or be good with blacklight, and I don't have a blacklight to test that out, but it's very fascinating to me. Just looking around, I don't see that there's any less paint deco on this figure than this one. In fact, I almost think this might have more. Let's see, there's the black color, there's purple, a light blue. Yeah, that might be about it. It looks like there might be like a greenish maybe up here in the crown. So maybe 5 different colors. Oh, and then you got all these intricate designs back here on the fabric. That would be, I think, 6 colors. So it seems like this is a pretty elaborate figure also. We look over here, we got gray, we got gold, white, red, tan. and some yellow, so maybe about six or so on here as well. I've got him wearing his back bling, but that doesn't count. And maybe it's just the sheer number of accessories that make it. Now, I mentioned way back when that in one of my master grade videos that I didn't care if they reused the master grade figure to give us other styles. In fact, I would hope that maybe the master grade is a brand new, fully sculpted figure that's got some really cool add-ons or something really cool to it, and that they could reuse it. That would be cool for them to reuse it for another style a little bit later. And with Oro, they have done just that. So I'm not very disappointed that this figure was like $25, and this figure, well, if it was released in the US, would be about $10 to $11. So definitely more than half of the master grade. Although I'll tell you this cost more than that, just getting it here from the Philippines, shipping and purchasing the figure and all that. So, all right, enough comparison. We have talked a lot about the comparison, but let's look at this figure. Come on, this is kind of a cool figure. Look at the colors. He's really neat. Let me get my hands out of the light there. I love these colors. I love these minty. He is actually part of the Minty Legends pack, who also comes with Fresh Aura and Minty Bomber, and I'll pop them up on the screen so you can see what they look like. I would love to have those as figures. Minty Bomber I would think would be pretty easy since we have Bright Bomber. So he doesn't come with anything except for his pickaxe. There is no Minty Mantle. Here is Oro's back bling. That would have been pretty cool to see a cape, but I understand these solo figures just come with a pickaxe. He's got standard articulation. Head rotates around. The head can look down, I think pretty good. The head can look up really, really well. Rotation and hinge at the elbow. Rotation and hinge at the, shoulder, and then the elbow. I'm not going to twist this one. I will do this one, because the other one is kind of fused. I'm going to have to warm that up. But he's got probably about a good 90 degree there. A rotation and hinge at the wrist, so pretty standard there. Rotation at the torso and the waist there. If you want him to sit, he can do it pretty good, except for he's got this piece of soft rubber. I say fabric, but it represents fabric. You want him to do the splits. I didn't try this. Actually, that's about as far as he can go. I'm a little surprised he can't go further than that. Thigh rotation, double pin knee. So he's got a pretty good knee joint there. Rotation. Actually, it's just a pivot and a hinge at the ankle. And if you want him to lean forward, that's about as far as he can go. So pretty good. Pretty good. And leaning back is pretty good. Yeah. So this is a really cool figure, and I hope he shows up. I have faith this figure will show up in the US one day. When? I cannot say. I don't know. I wish I did, and I want you all to get these figures, because this guy, yeah, this would have been actually a great choice for some sort of a blacklight paint. I'll just say that, and maybe I'll have to buy a blacklight finally and give that a try and see if any of these colors pop. If they do, I'll pop it up in like a shorts or something. This would just be an awesome blacklight figure, just these colors. But I hope he pops up and you all have a chance to get him. I'm getting tired of being one of the few people in the US to get these figures, because it's not as much fun. It's more fun when we all can talk about it and we can enjoy it. We can share pictures and share videos. I don't like being one of the few people. It's not fun for me. And I don't like, generally speaking, getting exclusive things or things that only I can have, because I want to share those things. And so the figure is cool, and I hope you all have a chance to get them one day. And yeah, that's just about it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.